With Sylvania, seeing better while driving at night starts with you. Because headlight bulbs dim over time and can lose up to 50 feet of visibility before burnout. That's why you shouldn't wait. Upgrade your drive with brighter lights for better visibility on the road ahead. Sylvania's step-by-step installation video guides make it easier than ever to take control of your nighttime clarity, all without a trip to the mechanic. So before a burnout darkens your day, upgrade to Sylvania and see better tonight.
Deadlines move fast. So should your takeoffs. With Lowe's Blueprint Takeoff, you can turn blueprints into competitive quotes. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting faster and easier. And when you're ready, we'll deliver everything you need straight to the job site. Visit the Pro Desk today to get started. Lowe's, we help, you save.
Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Welcome aboard. We are live in downtown Las Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino. Mitch Moss, Pauly Howard here on a Monday, reacting to Week 7, getting into Week 8 as well. In this hour, Warren Sharp in 30 minutes, his take and best bets for tonight's doubleheader. And we'll have the good, the bad, and the ugly in 45 minutes, Pauly. And we typically start off the 2 o'clock Pacific time hour, 5 o'clock on the East Coast on Mondays, talking about the upcoming numbers that we have in the NFL. So the Thursday night game now is Minnesota at the Chargers. And LA opened up 2.5, total of 43.5. They are now up to 3, despite never really being in that game yesterday at home to Indy. And the total actually ticked up a point as well to 44.5.
A horrible job defensively. Boy, they were bad. Gashing them. Taylor, Warren, got whatever they wanted. And Minnesota, misleading score. They moved the ball. They're just 1 of 6 in the red zone. And the big turnovers. As Wentz said after the game, it'd help if I wouldn't throw it to the other team. He's right.
I thought he got killed on that one pick six.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That was a horrible throw, though. But that was cause for concern what happened to them defensively, as Brown and Smith ate them up. So I would say I'd say over. I don't see many stops here. Plus how well Herbert's playing, but I know all the injuries, and we'll see if Becton will play. But boy, this got away from the Chargers in a hurry.
No kidding.
The 3-0 start is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Well said, Pauly. And I got to tell you, yes, the quarterback is a problem for Minnesota, like the entire quarterback room. But this defense, that unit is one of the reasons why I was so high in Minnesota to begin the year. I have been let down. I was sold a bill of goods on this defense.
Yeah.
They disappointed again yesterday. Mm-hmm. That's what you put up after the bye? You allowed Brown and Smith to absolutely carve you apart the entire game? And Hurts had maybe his best game as a pro? Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Be better than this.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you, and I agree with the line move going from 43.5 to 44.5 in that spot. The Bills, well, they were 7.5, total of 47.5. On the road against the Panthers. That's still the number. It's now minus 120 at DK. But Bryce Young got hurt yesterday.
He's out.
So we're looking at Andy Dalton. Is that actually a good thing for Carolina?
Yeah. McDermott's been great off the bye. So he said they had to completely change and start over with the bye after their performances the last couple of weeks. So we'll see what they look like now. But again, if Allen isn't Superman, how good is this team? And he might have to do it every single game.
Well, I was hoping that Young would be healthy because a healthy Bryce Young at home might be a little bit of a problem here for Buffalo.
Yep. Let's see what they look like defensively, too. That's another one. Got to get guys back. Got to get healthy. But it's been bad. Because you saw how bad Penix was last night, and they couldn't slow down Atlanta with Robinson and London.
That's right. I think Buffalo, for people who still have them this week, Buffalo will be used by quite a few in Survivor.
Okay.
That's one angle.
All right.
The Jets are playing at the Bengals. This is the game that, one of the games that moved anyway. The opener last night was Cincy at home 4.5. I went to bet it, and it was gone.
Yeah.
It's up to 6.5.
Yeah.
Well, there's no... how do you possibly go with Justin Fields after yesterday?
Yeah, there will be a quarterback change. And how do the Jets slow him down? Flacco fever. Catch it. Let's get hot in Cincinnati now. I mean, this defense is so bad. It's where the points coming from with the Jets, and then Hendrickson might play. He could be back. But you just saw how good they looked on Thursday and how bad this Jets defense is. I'm surprised it's not higher.
I really wish I had 4.5 in pocket.
Yeah.
But the entire, betting market last night saw the same thing, or like, wait a second here, that's way too low. Are the Jets the worst team in football? There is put it this way, quite a few teams are in the conversation.
God, it's still the Titans. Does Cam Ward have small hands?
I think so.
He just drops the ball.
Yeah.
There wasn't even touch there on the scoop and score.
No, but
the guy just drops the ball.
He also had a beautiful touchdown pass, though, again yesterday.
Yeah, they got it going early, yeah.
Sure. And
Second half was weird. Quick game. You look up, it's over?
So, yeah, no kidding.
I didn't track it in the second half. I looked up, it was over. It was a quick game.
So
like the Chiefs. Sorry.
Tennessee would have power rated the absolute worst.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, are we talking Jets-Raiders?
Oh, boy, the Raiders are in the discussion. Oh,
no question they are.
I know, but they beat Tennessee. In the Jets, they had Miami down.
And how bad's Miami?
I know, they blew the Pittsburgh game. It's hard. I know. I still think it's the Titans because the Titans had no business winning that game.
All right, Bears are at the Ravens. Baltimore off the bye. Expecting Lamar Jackson back in this spot.
Didn't practice today.
Well, they are 6.5 and the total is 50.5.
God, look at the respect.
It's a lot.
All right, here we go.
You want to lay it with Baltimore? Because I certainly do not.
Yep. I think this luck runs out for the Bears, though. Well, it's a fun story, and they've won 4 in a row. They are number 1 in takeaways now, 16. They're plus 11 on the season. They did not play well yesterday. Other than the rushing attack, and again, Williams didn't look that good either. They let the Saints hang around. They almost got caught.
Yeah.
They just kept getting turnovers. So very disappointed with the Bears and settling for field goals as well.
I think with this many games to bet on in 1 week, like I need to probably see it with Baltimore before I get involved either way.
Well, it reeks a little bit of last Thursday night, though, Desperation Bowl. I mean, the season's over if the Ravens can't win this one.
Well, that's absolutely spot
you're
on.
running out of time and running out of games.
Now, how about this? After the Patriots won again yesterday, and you were singing their praises 35 minutes ago with Nick Whalen here on the program, and we were talking about getting nuts by betting New England to be the 1 seed. You saw 9-1. Very doable schedule. They get Cleveland at home. They open up 7. There's money on Cleveland here. Down to 6.5.
Okay, so they're begging you to take Cleveland. Now, Nick's right. Cleveland won the game, but they didn't do anything. Look at the numbers. I mean, Gabriel threw for 100 yards. They ripped off the long run. Other than that, they contained Judkins. It was the defense. Mm-hmm. It was the ridiculous pick 6 and Tua turning it over in his own territory and how bad he was. But after the game, Vrabel made it a point to say several times how emotional the game in the week was for him and the organization. So now it's kind of like a Malinsky special. Now you return home after 3 straight road games. There's something not right about this line. I would say under, but the way May's playing, I think they'll be able to contain Gabriel. He won't do much.
Paul, I could only look one way here, and it would be New England.
I can't fade New England, even though I don't like the spot.
It's not a great spot. By the way, does that exist? The Malinsky special here in the NFL?
Maybe, yeah.
Coming back home, NFL teams, typically that's NHL, Major League Baseball, NBA, a team's back from a 6-game road trip, whatever it is. NFL, you don't see this very often, but look, I mean, the Browns, that score looks great, and they had moments, certainly, with Judkins running the ball and, popping for 3 touchdowns overall. The reason why is because Miami is an absolute abomination. And now this is a totally different outfit we're talking about here. So, like, the Patriots in Survivor, the Patriots on teasers, moneyline parlays, I'm here for all of it. Despite this being the first game back home in a long, long time. This is an unbelievable game on Sunday. The Niners are at the Texans. Houston's 1.5. Total is 42.5. I know he's the 3rd shot to win Coach of the Year right now. You tell me who on earth is having a better season as a coach than Kyle Shanahan, and I'll throw in his defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, after last night.
He did a great job.
Phenomenal job last night.
Yep. Bringing the heat. Penix had no idea what he was looking at.
Now, he did get hit low a couple of times, and I'm watching the game, and I said out loud, if that's Mahomes, that's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
And they didn't call it.
Yep.
But
Mac Jones is hurt, too. He's not the same.
Totally agree.
That was all McCaffrey. All-time performance by McCaffrey.
Oh, he was a total stud last night.
And you can't let him get open on 3rd and 13. You can't catch that ball. That's terrible by Atlanta.
Yeah.
But it was the offense, though, which let him down as well. But that's why I can't trust the Falcons. Can't trust them. Great win. I like it under. That should be a low-scoring game. And that should be, again, McCaffrey props with the receiving.
Agreed.
Dump off, and be creative with Shanahan.
Texans play tonight on the West Coast. Short rest going back home to take on this team. They played last night, but I'm intrigued by 49ers on the money line in this game. Dolphins are playing at the Falcons, and Atlanta is 7.5 total is 45.5. It was it got up to 46.5, now actually back down to 44.5. Okay, so
the Robinson props.
He's going to have to open at 100 yards.
Yeah. They're going to punish him big time on the ground. This will be an easy game for Penix. You won't have to do much.
And I will like the Atlanta defense against this Miami offense, and this will be a tag team partner here that I can find on teasers with New England.
Oh my God, the teaser opportunities. And look at all the lines.
Oh yeah.
Look how many 7.5, 6.5 lines there are. If you look at the schedule in rotation order, the first 6 games are all teasable.
Sure.
Right up their alley.
I'm telling you, Paul, all day with Atlanta. Yeah. This is a week-to-week league, excluding the bottom feeders, and Miami is right there with the worst of them.
It's also a horrible job by the league. There are only 3 late games. 2 of them are Tampa, New Orleans, Tennessee, Indy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They got to shove the Cowboys down our throat.
Mm-hmm.
And because everyone has to watch Dallas. Football meets flavor with VSiN and Omaha Steaks, the official sponsor of tailgating, built for the grill. Omaha Steak smash burgers, pre-smashed, crafted from premium-aged beef, freezer to bun in 5 minutes, juicy, unforgettable flavor. And as a VSiN exclusive, you get 16 free smash burgers with any order of $129 or more, plus 50% off site-wide. omahasteaks.com/VSiN. Minimum purchase may apply. Get to the website, omahasteaks.com/VSiN.
Okay, we'll get to the late games coming up, and we'll hang on to Giants-Eagles because they're also playing in the early 1 o'clock window on Sunday. They just played last Thursday. Giants killed them. Now they have to go back on the road and play Philadelphia after what happened yesterday. So I'll tell you the point spread of that game. This spot now for the Giants.
Oh, boy.
And by the way, that's another thing, too. The late games, that's one thing. 3 late, and you put 2 garbage games on in the late window.
Yeah.
But you play the same opponent twice in 3 weeks.
Hate that.
I cannot stand that.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts. So much more on that game. And also, a game has now moved all the way through 2 different key numbers after what happened yesterday as we continue talking Week 8 numbers in the NFL here on VSiN.
With Sylvania, seeing better while driving at night starts with you. Because headlight bulbs dim over time and can lose up to 50 feet of visibility before burnout. That's why you shouldn't wait. Upgrade your drive with brighter lights for better visibility on the road ahead. Sylvania's step-by-step installation video guides make it easier than ever to take control of your nighttime clarity, all without a trip to the mechanic. So before a burnout darkens your day, upgrade to Sylvania and see better tonight.
Deadlines move fast. So should your takeoffs. With Lowe's Blueprint Takeoff, you can turn blueprints into competitive quotes. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting faster and easier. And when you're ready, we'll deliver everything you need straight to the job site. Visit the Pro Desk today to get started. Lowe's, we help, you save.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Coming up in 15 minutes, Warren Sharp's going to join the program. We'll get his best bets for tonight's Monday Night Football doubleheader. Also, reaction to what we watched yesterday in Week 7 of the National Football League. All right, so more games here, Pauly, in Week 8. And here we go with that Giants-Eagles game. Eagles laying 7. Total was 42.5. Got as high as 44.5 earlier today. And again, so the Giants just played like an A-plus game against them last week on the road against Denver yesterday. Demoralizing, wrecking ball loss that you have to fly back to New York now on like a 4.5-hour flight, whatever that is, and probably not say one word to each other and go play the same team that looked to get right yesterday.
Well, I will say Arizona responded after the Tennessee game, that they almost beat Indy and played well with Brissett. But this one, this is Not to mention you humiliated Philadelphia.
Yeah, you
and they
did.
want to take it out on you, and they look like they got at least the passing attack better and things better. You still got to get Barkley going, but it's a short turnaround and a tough assignment now that you're taking on the champs and you just beat them up. Dart's been so good though. I don't think he should be $5 to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I still think there's value on Scatterbo at 20. The guy scores and has good games and he drops. I don't get it.
And by the way, Agbuka's going to play tonight.
How about that? Big news. Big news. He's 3-1 now in some spots. So he won't even miss time. But I can't look at the Giants here.
Now,
another game you can tease. Another perfect
sure.
game. The whole schedule, 6.5, 7, 7.5.
Imagine if favorites come in week 8 like they did again yesterday. What, 9-2 so far?
And 11-3. It was 11-1 going into Monday night when both dogs got there. But yes, you're right. Nice run for the favorites.
Afternoon window on Sunday for week 8. Another teasable game. Buccaneers, well, you know what? They were 6.5. Now 5.5 at DraftKings totals, 48.5 on the road against the Saints. Divisional game. New Orleans going to be pesky here. And in fact, here at Circa down to 4.5. So money continues to come in here on New Orleans.
Yeah, tough turnaround. I would say points in that one and over. Good job by Olave. He had a good game.
This is, again,
That's a tough one.
Tampa Bay playing on the road tonight. Playing Detroit, probably going to take a lot out of a team. Short rest, have to go on the road again next week to play a division rival. I kind of get it with the move here on the Buccaneers now down to 4.5. The Titans are playing at the Colts. What do you want to say about this game? A little bit of money on Tennessee, believe it or not. 14.5 down to 14. High total here, 47.5.
Yeah, moved a couple points. Yep. Well, it was a good first half out of Tennessee. And again, 0-11 ATS run at home. And then they shut down and couldn't do anything in the second half. But you got to worry about the turnovers and, bunch of cliches and nonsense from McCoy after the game.
Well, he's in a very difficult spot.
Yeah. Yep. I think the Colts named their score. Too good right now.
Well, I know
Steichen as low as plus 175 coach of the year now.
There's competition there.
There is, I know.
Vrabel certainly comes to mind, and I talked about Shanahan in the previous segment.
How about if the guy tonight wins?
Yeah.
I mean, if Todd Bowles wins this game tonight, come on.
Agreed.
They're knocking off all the big teams, and they're 6-1.
So you have Jonathan Taylor on a nice number to win Offensive Player of the Year. He's like, I saw $1.45 earlier today. Is there should we even discuss him to win the MVP? If he puts together a year where he has 25 touchdowns.
I think Dimes has a lot to do with their success too. But I think they're both very important to what they do. And it's a great job by Steichen to get him to look like this as well.
Sure. Again, dude looks like he's 20 years old all over again. And he wasn't, look, I will remind people, I think it was 2021. Indy went to Buffalo. They put up 40 on the Bills, and they were a really good team. The Bills were.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor scored 4 touchdowns. National media and on the broadcast saying this guy is the MVP of the league. Didn't win it. So I guess is it a waste of time to discuss a non-quarterback to win the award?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yes.
The Cowboys are playing at the Broncos. This was like as high as 5.5. Denver, down to 3.
I like Denver.
Bounce back?
I think yes. And the Cowboys can't handle prosperity. Good job by Eberflus. They did a better job, but again, this is just a horrendous defense. And that's one of the all-time bad throws mistakes from a veteran I've ever seen for Mariota. For the guy to be wide open in the flat, and he doesn't throw it to him, and then runs around and then throws it to him, and it's a lollipop. And it's like a pop fly. And he had the Dallas 6 points. Not that they were going to win anyways. But Dak's cooking, and this offense is dangerous. And I know Armstrong's out for Washington now. They have big problems, but this is a game where I think they contain. Oh, Aubrey! I totally forgot. He could probably hit from 70 here and set the record.
Sure.
They trotted him up from 61, no problem.
They might try. Now he has 5 from
He's got the
60 plus
record.
in his career, which is his record.
Yep, this is Aubrey.
You got to be looking for like longest field goal of the game. Maybe somebody will put up, will Aubrey hit a 70-yarder in this game?
This is the prop.
Or 65, whatever, yeah.
Caesars put that up before the season when Little hit from 70, yeah.
So I'm fascinated by this entire matchup because the Cowboys' offense is absolutely fantastic. They're going against a Broncos defense that was top shelf until yesterday.
I know.
Did not go well in that game. And the Cowboys' defense stinks. But I got to tell you again, watching that Broncos game again this morning before the show, until that fourth quarter, Bo Nix stinks.
Sean Payton's doing a bad job.
Horrible
as well.
job by Sean Payton.
The play calling's atrocious.
Absolutely it is.
It is. It is bad.
So, and they were stuck like in a lot of third and longs because of Bo Nix. They're calling him Bover throws now in Denver.
Okay.
Because he makes so many throws that are either over, but he also like the passes that were deflected yesterday. So if they can't look, and it was one quarter, again, they scored 33 points. They did nothing against the Giants before then. They must look good in this game against the Cowboys. I can't take them seriously right now because of the offense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sunday night.
First half is worth a look, too, I think.
You want to go over, too? Every Dallas first half has gone off.
Got to be concerned with what happened defensively. That was alarming. If Dart can pick you apart like that.
Packers on Sunday night laying 3 with juice or 3.5 at the Steelers.
3.5 at DraftKings. What is going on in the fourth quarter? Why are they having issues defensively in the fourth quarter? Why are they getting all this pressure and Parsons bailed them out? But this is, and I guess we have to factor in the delay too. Stuck on the tarmac and the flight was delayed 6 hours. What LaFleur said, that took its toll, but I don't know what's going on defensively. They have to clean this up and do a better job or they're going nowhere.
Now we're talking about Green Bay playing in Arizona yesterday afternoon. Then they have to, fly across the country and play Pittsburgh this week on Sunday night. I think there's a glitch in the Green Bay power rating. There's no way they're one of the best teams in football, in my opinion, right now. But I got to tell you, the Steelers are not a good football team.
Yes.
And there is one more example, data point to look at from yesterday. Go ahead and take a peek at what the Jets did again yesterday against Carolina. Week 1, they scored 32 points, almost beat Pittsburgh, and had a ton of yards in that game. Pittsburgh's defense is not good, and I know it's a revenge game for Aaron Rodgers in this spot.
Yeah.
Green Bay will be a play for me this week. I'm on a lot of favorites this week, which I hate doing.
Well, Jordan Love looked good. And while he makes a lot of mistakes, and LaFleur as well, that was a gutsy call by LaFleur to pass on the field goal and go for it. Tucker Kraft should be a big part of the offense every game.
Yeah, of course. Although their field goal kicker, by the way, he's dangerous now, too.
Oh, that was a huge sequence there before. He hit from 61.
Yeah, they found something here
huge.
with him.
Yeah.
He's the guy who told the media after the first game with Green Bay I was going to be substitute teaching. And then I got a phone call. Okay. And this is the game I was talking about that moved through 2 different key numbers. Monday night, man, we had a great one on deck. On paper, Commanders at the Chiefs. The look ahead was 5.5. Chiefs opened up 9.5, got as high as 10.5 today. It's 10 now here at Circa. Daniel's hurt, hamstring. This is not going to be a competitive football game.
Nope. Quinn said not significant with the hammy. Armstrong's out for the year. Couldn't stop anything Dallas did. It was pathetic. Ugly performance by Washington, and the Chiefs are rolling. And as they said, they lived up to it. A lot on Rice's plate. And that game was over in 10 minutes in.
Yep.
I guess maybe Zach Ertz props, but Mariota rushing. But there's no stops coming here from Washington.
I'm glad you text me after the win against Detroit last week when you said take a little Chiefs to win the whole thing. I did. And fast forward to today, that number's been cut in half.
Yeah.
They are...
Divisions, all that stuff was good. Division, AFC, Super Bowl.
And again, the more we know about these other teams in the AFC, who are you going to trust against Mahomes and that team in the playoffs? Not a lot.
VSiN Pro subscribers have exclusive access to all new AI player prop projections powered by Opta-AI, the same trusted brand behind elite soccer analytics in the UK. Data-driven projections for quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs compared directly to DraftKings lines. Starting tomorrow, for the start of the NBA season, VSiN's offering a free preview of our all-new NBA player prop projections available for a limited time to tip off the season. VSiN.com/props. Explore the numbers before the free preview for the NBA ends. VSiN.com/props.
Coming up in 20 minutes, we will get into the good, the bad, and the ugly from the weekend. I'll expand on how great some of these games have been through 7 weeks so far in the National Football League. And Warren Sharp joins the program coming up next. His angles, his bets for tonight's Monday Night Football, the doubleheader that we have. Great games on paper and overall reaction to what we watched yesterday in the league. It's Follow the Money on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
We head out to the Progressive guest line now to talk about tonight's Monday Night Football doubleheader and reaction to Week 7 games that took place yesterday. As Warren Sharp joins the program now, you can follow him on X. He's at Sharp Football, and the website is sharp.football. Warren, good to talk to you again. As always, thanks for the time. We appreciate that. We were just talking about Week 8 numbers in the previous half hour here before you popped on with us. And I said I'm going to probably be all about Atlanta, like on either money line, parlays, or teasers this week, because it's going to be an anti-Miami play. I mean, the Dolphins are just god-awful. But what did you notice last night with Michael Penix and this Falcons team playing on the road?
When we were looking at this game for the Atlanta Falcons going to San Francisco on Sunday Night Football, one of the things that you thought about was they've got a great opportunity here to go up against the San Francisco 49ers team without Fred Warner in the mix. And so they should be able to have some opportunity to score some points. But then there were some concerns about how they performed last time that they went on the road against the Carolina Panthers. And so I started digging into Michael Penix's stats after this last game, when he was on the road in San Francisco. This past game, they dropped back to pass the ball 42 times, and he had just 21 completions, which is obviously not very good. And that helped in the Falcons losing this game. They couldn't stay competitive. They couldn't run the football, and they weren't able to get a lot out of Michael Penix through the air. In his career, when he's been playing on the road, listen to these numbers. Out of 46 qualifying quarterbacks in road games since the start of last season, he ranks dead last in EPA per attempt, 45th in success rate, 40th in yards per attempt at only 5.9. His accuracy is dead last in the NFL. His completion rate is 45th. When he plays in home games, however, he ranks number 4 in EPA per attempt, number 8 in success rate, and his yards per attempt is 8.3, which ranks number 3 in the NFL. His completion rate, his accuracy isn't all that great, but his efficiency and his productivity is really good at home, top 10 numbers, whereas on the road, it quite literally is worse than the NFL. So, Bryce Young falls into some of these splits as well, a younger quarterback who plays poorly on the road. But if the Atlanta Falcons want to take the next step at some point this year, potentially, they have a decent overall record. They're going to have to do it on the road and win some of those road games. Now, as you mentioned, they do play at home against the Miami Dolphins, so there's a great opportunity to get back on track this week at home. But these road appearances have not gone very well for the Atlanta Falcons. And it's just something to put in the back of your mind for the next time that they make a road trip.
Well said, and file that away because, again, chances are they're going to look completely different than last night. Probably beat Miami, maybe cover the game, win by margin. And then after that, they go on the road 2 consecutive weeks and play at the Patriots and at the Colts. So definitely file that away. So the Lions now tonight are up to 6.5 point favorites in this game against Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka is cleared to play. Do you have much on this game, Warren, from a betting perspective?
Well, the one key thing to me in this game from a matchup perspective is just what are we going to get out of this Detroit Lions offense? Because I was a little bit disappointed in their strategizing and decision-making. We talked about it last week on Monday's show when they went on the road with the first-year quarterback, John Morton, and they played the Kansas City Chiefs, and they were having a ton of success using play action and passing the football on first down, but they leaned too much into the run game without any efficiency whatsoever. They're in a very similar situation here. Tampa Bay's defense ranks number 11 versus the run, number 27 versus the pass. Tampa Bay's pass defense ranks number 18 when you don't use play action, but ranks number 31 when you do use play action. It seems to me it's cut and dry. You should be passing, not running as much, and you should be using a lot of play action. So if they lean into the play action passing game, I see a lot of targets for Amon-Ra St. Brown in the future. I see fewer rushing attempts for Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery in the future. But this coaching staff talked about working a little bit more David Montgomery in and sticking to the run a little bit. And so I'm not quite sure what their strategy is going to be, but it should be to utilize more play action past the football here with Jared Goff. And against the coverage that he typically faces, a lot of blitzing, which Todd Bowles does like to bring the pressure, and against some man coverage, we should be seeing a lot of Amon-Ra St. Brown targets here, and his props are set high, and for a good reason. On the other side of the ball, I'm not really sure what we're going to get out of Emeka Egbuka. All the medical doctors that I follow on X are surprised that he's back this soon. So are we even going to see him in a full capacity? I saw his prop number got posted at 4.5 receptions and immediately was bet towards the under. I think it still might be at 4.5, but the juice was coming in as people were betting the under there. How much are they going to get out of him? Hopefully they don't bring him back too soon, because I believe Tampa Bay is on a bye very soon. And so they obviously want to win this game, but they don't want to hurt their star receiver in the process of doing so. So I don't really have a whole lot in this game. I would be looking a little bit, maybe because of the way I think the coaching staff should call things and what happened last week's game. John Morton didn't do it this way. I would hope that they lean a little bit more on Jared Goff and lean a little bit less on the run game. So I might be fading some of the Detroit Lions running back props here, but I just don't have a lot of confidence yet in this new offensive coordinator to really stake a strong position in that thought process.
I'm with you on the under. I'm surprised he's playing as well. It could backfire. You put us on this at the start of the season. Fairbairn's on a 14-3 overrun, over 1.5 made field goals. It'd be 15-2, but he missed a long one in Jacksonville. What do you think? That should be a low-scoring game coming up tonight in Seattle.
I agree with you. Look, I think it's going to be hard-pressed for the Houston Texans to make it into the end zone. I don't have a lot of confidence in this passing attack. I know that they're going up against the Seattle Seahawks, and Nico Collins should be in a pretty good position here. But Seattle's defense does like to confuse teams, and I'm not really sure. Sometimes we have seen teams come off of a bye, and offensively, they're trying to do too much. They're not really relying on the things that brought them success before. They're introducing new aspects to the offense, and they tend to struggle in those situations. And as a result, I'm not sure what this Houston Texans offense on the road is going to look like, but we do know one thing. C.J. Stroud has struggled in the past tremendously against Mike McDonald's defenses. Now, granted, this was with the Baltimore Ravens, who had a good defense a couple of years ago, but in 2023, they went up against the Baltimore Ravens twice and were embarrassed twice in both of those games. Now, one thing that the Houston Texans do tend to lean on in some of these matchups against the type of defense that Mike McDonald brings is CJ Stroud ends up throwing it to some of his running backs. I got some stats on that. Against zone, he throws to running backs 18% of the time. Only 6% of the time does he throw against man coverage to running backs. Seattle is a very zone-heavy team. When he's not blitzed, he throws to running backs at 18% of the time versus when he is blitzed, only 6%. Seattle doesn't blitz all that much. Versus Mike McDonald, he threw to running backs at 16% and 21% in the 2023 season. And in the playoff game, the last time that they played the Baltimore Ravens and Mike McDonald, Devon Singletary had 6 targets, 5 catches for 48 yards. The key concern here, though, is how are these targets going to be split between the two running backs? You got Woody Marks there, you got Nick Chubb there. Who's going to get the number one targets? Who's going to be utilized a little bit more frequently in the passing game as a receiver out of the backfield? So I see some running back targets in the future for the Houston Texans tonight. I'm just not sure which of the backs is going to be accumulating those targets the most. And one of them, Woody Marks, is targeted at 2.5 receptions plus money to the over. And Nick Chubb is 1.5 plus money to the over. So I actually haven't made either of those bets yet. I like the look at the prop on the field goals. I think that's probably a great look there. But in terms of my second favorite prop, if I'm looking at the Houston Texans, it probably would be to target one of these backs. I just have to do a little bit more research to feel comfortable as to which one I want to target there in the receiving game specifically. I don't think they're going to have a lot of success running the football here against Seattle. And if they try to come out and establish the run on the road, I think that's going to go very poorly for the Houston Texans.
My goodness, those are absolutely phenomenal numbers that you just broke down. And you're right, both players that you mentioned, Marks and Chubb, are plus money to the over, and the yards prop overall, I'm seeing Marks as low as 13.5 might be out there available to grab, and Chubb is as low as 7.5 the way it appears overall for the yards.
Yeah, and that could be another way to look, because the Seattle Seahawks do struggle defending these running back targets. So you might get there with Chubb on only one reception and go under your reception count, but he has one catch for 10 yards. So that's one way to look at it, because Seattle does fall. I think they're like 9th or 10th worst defense in yards per attempt allowed to running back targets. So that could be an angle to look as well.
Very good. Follow Warren on X at Sharp Football, and the website is sharp.football as well. Love talking to you, Warren. Thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
There you go. And he was on the progressive guest line. Chubb as low as 6.5 at some books, the way it looks.
That's what 4.5 receptions at Buka.
Oh, that's an autoplay to the under, but now I think books also yanked it. They posted it, and now it's like crossed off on the screen. How do you put up 4.5?
Oh,
Even if you lose, you got to make that bet to the under.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly from the weekend is up next. This is going to be a lot of fun on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
With Sylvania, seeing better while driving at night starts with you. Because headlight bulbs dim over time and can lose up to 50 feet of visibility before burnout. That's why you shouldn't wait. Upgrade your drive with brighter lights for better visibility on the road ahead. Sylvania's step-by-step installation video guides make it easier than ever to take control of your nighttime clarity, all without a trip to the mechanic. So before a burnout darkens your day, upgrade to Sylvania and see better tonight.
Upgrade your laundry routine with a durable and reliable Maytag laundry pair at Lowe's. Like the new Maytag washer and dryer with performance-enhanced stain-fighting power, designed to cut through serious dirt and grime. And what's great is this laundry pair is in stock and ready for delivery when you need it the most. Don't miss out. Shop Maytag in-store or online today at Lowe's.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN. The good.
Pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good.
The bad.
I've had it with this job. Got no food, got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
And the ugly.
First of all, that's horrible.
Wow, that was the worst piece of crap I've ever seen.
The good, the bad, the ugly, brought to you by sharpplays.com. Get the latest betting insights and analysis now. Sharpplays.com. The good, this college football season. Number 2, 5, 7, 10, 11, 20, 22, 23, and 25 all lost. And there is a scenario where not all of them, maybe, but Indiana, Vandy, South Florida, Georgia Tech, Virginia, and Texas Tech can make the playoff. That's not crazy. And if Vandy keeps winning, they're going to be in it. And Vandy, the first time they're 6-1 since 1950, and their first win over LSU since 1990. How about Pavia with the Heisman pose in the end zone? Feeling himself.
Well, we know somebody who's got Pavia. You know the numbers?
No.
300-1.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. He does quite well if he scoops that thing.
Very good. And Drake May. Highest completion percentage in Patriots history. That's saying something, regular season. First quarterback to complete 90% of his passes, have 50 yards rushing and 200 passing in the win. He was great. Also got his clock cleaned after his head hit the turf.
Yeah.
And then got a big ovation from all the Patriot fans that were there. But came right back in. Booty had a touchdown. They look good. So did the Patriots. Big win for May. 3 straight road wins. That's my good.
By the way, I have to say that he can win the MVP.
Yes, he can.
Okay. Yours was college football. My good has been the NFL. I can't get enough of it this year. It's absolutely must-watch television every single week. And look, I'm going to be very conservative right now and only give you 1 or maybe 2 games week by week. Week 1, Sunday night game, Bills 41, Ravens 40, right?
Yeah.
We
awesome.
thought, top that game.
Yeah.
Week 2, Cowboys 40, Giants 37 overtime. At the time, we thought, craziest game we're going to get all year, most entertaining. How did it not end in a tie? How did the Giants not win the game? Totally bananas. Week 3, Packers said, hold my cheese. 98% win probability against Cleveland, in that neighborhood. Browns did nothing the entire game. They lose it outright. Oh, hold on. Because the Rams said to everybody, we're going to put on something here that you've never seen before. And they gave the game away to the Eagles, 33-26. Week 4, Bears blocked the field goal, beat the Raiders 25-24. That night, Packers-Cowboys 40-40 tied.
Yeah.
Week 5, 2 weeks ago, Paul. Rams 26, check that, 49ers 26, Rams 23. They were minus 1,000 to win the game at the 3-yard line. Your Cardinals lost to the Titans 22-21. You ranted for 20 minutes that day on the show saying you've never seen anything like it before. Oh, by the way, that afternoon gave us Buccaneers 38, Seahawks 35. Last week, Bears won another game 25-24. This week, Thursday night, Bengals 33, Steelers 31. I said probably the best primetime game of the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday, Broncos 33, Giants 32. Every week we've been saying that's going to be the craziest finish or the craziest game of the entire year. How does what happened yesterday even get topped? But it will probably in week 8.
Well, good luck with that one, though.
Well, we said that how many times?
I know, great rundown, but that's 33 fourth quarter points after 1,602 consecutive times. Up 18 in fourth quarter, you blow it.
So let me ask you this, and I know you were on the Cardinals in that game on Survivor. What was more improbable, yesterday or that game? Titans to come back and beat Arizona.
Titans.
Oh, I say yesterday.
No, you Dart can throw a pick. You can't get a stop. Big plays, penalties, whatever. The DeMarcado dropping the ball again, 28-6. Forget it. Tennessee can't move it. We know how bad they are. That was it.
Don't throw the INT if you're Dart.
Yeah.
I have one bad. The Texas Longhorns, despite winning. Mm-hmm. This has got to be one of the most overrated preseason number 1 teams we've ever had.
Remember they said that? Oh, Peyton, Eli. Boy, wait till you see Arch. What? Peyton was a top 5 quarterback all time. Eli won 2 Super Bowls. Yeah. Oh, wait till you see Arch. Oh, okay.
I can't wait to turn the channel when Texas pops on. They were outgained by Kentucky 395 to 179. Arch was 12 of 27 for 132 yards. They had 8 first downs to 26 for Kentucky. This team, what?
Yeah,
boy, again, this is a Ponzi scheme here with Texas going into the year.
Yeah, absolutely. My bad. USC and Lincoln Riley. USC has, good job, Tim Murray. They've lost 13 of their last 14 in the Central and Eastern time zone. They've lost 11 in a row against top 25 opponents on the road.
Wow.
They look great when they're at home and can beat anybody. You know, they leave the time zone, it's a joke.
Yeah.
And they can't even compete in most of these games. And just when you're ready to buy in, just when you're ready to think the U's back and they're going to do this, Friday night, crazy stuff always happens in college football. Carson Beck, they come out slow, sloppy right away, 14 rip Louisville, and they're still going to win the game, but Beck throws 4 picks. Maybe that'll help them when they can state their case to the committee about, well, we did the 4 turnovers and we still should have won. Still have a chance to win. That's just terrible. Heisman, bye-bye. And now there's a reality. You could see like SMU or Louisville against Georgia Tech in the ACC title game now. The ugly. Look at the box score. I tweeted it. Look at the box score of the Raider game. Yards, 434 to 95. First downs, 30 to 3. Time of possession, 42 to 18. Third downs, 0 of 7. 31 rip. This was an NFL game? This is a professional team? How can this be? And what's it going to take for you to make a quarterback change? They threw Pickett in there late. They didn't even try to get Genty involved. I guess the comeback is they weren't on the field. 434 to 95 in an NFL game?
Yeah.
And they somehow beat the Patriots. And the Giants allowed 33 points in the fourth quarter after shutting out Denver. 26 to 8 with 5:30 left. And you lose the game. And the 2 missed extra points came back to haunt. Horrible job by Dable, the coaching staff, and everyone involved that you let that lead slip away and the silly penalties they had time and time again.
They went way too conservative on offense, and they went to prevent defense like the entire fourth quarter. Total nonsense.
Yeah.
By the way, on the Raiders, you're right, 30 first downs to 3, and this is something I've never heard of before in an NFL game. The Chiefs, with those 30 first downs, That's as many plays as Oakland or Las Vegas ran in the game.
Oh, God.
Never heard of that before.
That's brutal.
So,
Oh.
yeah, they're in everybody's ugly today. The Jets, they had 220 yards against Carolina. They're 0-7 on the year. I want you to think about this for a second. So I'll tie them in with another team here. But in week 2, they had 154 yards against Buffalo, 10 points. All those yards came late by Tyrod Taylor. They had 21 points in the fourth quarter against Tampa, otherwise did nothing. They were outgained by Miami 404-30. I'm sorry, they outgained Miami by 104 yards, but they lost. They scored 16 of the 22 points against Dallas in the fourth quarter. They had 82 yards and 11 points against Denver, negative 10 yards passing. So I'm tying them in with the Pittsburgh Steelers. How the hell did the Steelers give up 32 points to this team and 394 yards of offense? I can't take them seriously.
Yeah.
And this team, I know what you're saying about Tennessee. The Jets are going to be in the conversation here by the end of the year if they're not already for worst team in the entire league. And I don't even know how much worse they are than the Miami Dolphins, who are in my ugly as well. Now, it's rare that I absolutely love an NFL game when it comes to a point spread or money line, whatever. But I was so strong on Cleveland last week and betting them in this game because of countless reasons that I ran down in the show last week. So I watched every single play of the first quarter, being that invested, or the first half, I should say. Cleveland's not even that good. And that's Captain Obvious checking in. They didn't even do much in the game.
Right, yep.
Junkins broke a couple here and there.
Yep.
What I watched from Miami, I'd like to put that up next to what the Raiders were doing at the same time. They look completely lost. The unforced errors and penalties on defense, if you're a fan of this team or if you bet them, you just got to be pulling your hair out. They have no concept of what it is to be a football team or how to even play the sport. It doesn't look like they should even be in the league with that performance yesterday. So, yes, there's a lot of dreck in this sport. And I know the Titans and the Jets and the Raiders, but this team here can't be forgotten with how bad it is. And how is he coaching?
I can't believe it. He had to go. I can't believe Ross is still waiting. Before the line moves, the sharp place is already there. They don't just follow the market, they help move it. You're not going to outsmart billion-dollar books or full-time sharps on your own. The AI props picks are up 50 units. Powered by advanced AI and plugged into trusted insider sources, they deliver the edge serious bettors use every day. Free reports, alerts, and market-moving insights straight to your inbox or X feed. Transparent receipts, public logs, and documented results. SharpPlays.com. Stay ahead of the line, SharpPlays.com.
The great Ira Kaufman on the program coming up next has covered the Buccaneers for a long time. Agbuka's playing tonight. His prop it's up, 4.5 catches, 56.5 yards. Are they really going to be throwing the ball that much?
With Sylvania, seeing better while driving at night starts with you. Because headlight bulbs dim over time and can lose up to 50 feet of visibility before burnout. That's why you shouldn't wait. Upgrade your drive with brighter lights for better visibility on the road ahead. Sylvania's step-by-step installation video guides make it easier than ever to take control of your nighttime clarity, all without a trip to the mechanic. So before a burnout darkens your day, upgrade to Sylvania and see better tonight.